Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel, and in today's video we're going to be doing a DC comic character spotlight on none other than Nia Nal. Now, Nia Nal is a character that has just been recently introduced into the DC universe, specifically in 2018 in Supergirl. And the reason her code name is called Dreamer. Now, the reason why she's having a character spotlight is because right now she is getting her first debut in the comics, coming out soon. So some things to talk about, just to briefly go over. She was a character that was introduced in the Arrowverse, specifically Supergirl. And this one is supposedly based on the ancestor, depicted as an ancestor of the character Nura Nal, the original Dream Girl. So she's also the first transgender superhero on television, which is always nice to see. So let's talk about her history. So granted, her history is only from Supergirl, so if you have not seen it yet, there's going to be some slight spoilers ahead. But oh well. So she has a degree in international relations from Georgetown University. She was a political speechwriter in Washington, D.C., where she wrote for Cat Grant, the press secretary, and under the administration of President Olivia Marsden. She was sent to National City to be taken under the wing of the worldwide media employee Kara Danvers to learn the ways of reporting. As there is an increased anti-alien hatred in the United States, Nia, who revealed herself to be transgender, convinces the CEO to write an editorial against this hatred. Kara and Nia later interview a healer alien to counter the anti-alien rhetoric. Afterwards, Kara and James discover that Nia has narcolepsy. Narcolepsy is where you fall asleep and you really don't have control of your circadian rhythm anymore, so you just fall asleep at random times. When she wakes up suddenly from a dream involving an alien-hating Ben Lockwood, involving an alien-hated Ben Lockwood. Kara visits her and Nia reveals that she's an alien from the planet Naltor, and select women of her race develop the power of precognition, which is basically seeing the future in your dreams. Brainy, another alien, helps Nala with her dreams, which leads them to Lockwood, who ultimately is arrested for being confronted. Nia has ill confidence about her family when she develops the unwanted dreamer powers that occur to one female in every generation in her family. Nia's sister, specifically, who was taught the dream interpretation while expecting to gain the powers, discovers that Nia has them and renounces her as part of the family and her sister. So Kara reveals her identity as the superhero Supergirl to Nia, to reassure her. While Nia's mother is dying of a spider bite, Nia uses her powers to talk to her mother about them, who assures her she will be able to continue the Dreamer line. Nia trains under Brainy, and after taking the alter ego Dreamer, defeats the supervillain team called the Elite, with Kara, Jun-Jun's, and Brainy's help. When Supergirl is framed for multiple crimes and declared public enemy, Nia, along with a few people, are not fooled. With Kara's ceasing to operate as Supergirl, Nia takes her place as National City's superhero Dreamer. John and Nia are sent to Shelley Island, where enslaved aliens were setting up a Claymore satellite on Lex Luthor's orders to destroy Argo City. John and Nia escape and overload the satellite. After Luthor's defeat, Supergirl's name is cleared and the anti-alien hatred ended. Nia and Brainy enter a relationship. Isn't that nice? So, let us move on to her characteristics. So, I tried to find a lot about her powers and abilities, and I did get most of them. But there's one I'm not quite sure is really about. So she has human Naltorian hybrid physiology. So it's unclear what that is, whether it's just the powers that are gained, which then are part of that other heritage, the alien heritage, but it was unclear in my research. But that being said, her powers also include astral projection, which is where she kind of lets a spirit or a spiritual energy leave her body that's kind of in the shape of hers and talk to other people and other things like that. She has kinetics. Sorry. Basically, she can manipulate and control electromagnetic stuff, but also electricity in itself. She has energy construction creation, which means she can make constructs out of energy. She also has energy projection and beams and other things like that. She also has forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, omniscience, which is the ability to see into the future. And then precognition is the ability to just have dreams of the future. Two very different things. So omniscience is more of visions, I guess you would say, and then precognition is more of the dreams. They're pretty much the same. One's during the waking time and one's during the sleeping time. So overall, she has the ability pretty much any part of the day or any time she's awake or asleep. So her other abilities are she has basic hand-to-hand combat training and she's a journalist. So overall, it's a nice character to be seeing in the comics now, replacing the old Dream Girl. But overall, definitely nice to see new characters come up, even if they're new renditions or newer versions of characters that were already introduced. A lot of people have problems with that, but realistically, that's what makes characters so great. Because especially those who are not well known, it is a lot easier to change their origin and change their backstory because nobody really knows much about them. So this change doesn't really ruin anything because most people don't even know who this character is or know that this particular character was introduced in the show first. And even though it's a variation of one that was done in the past, it is someone that is brand spanking new, which is always a nice thing to see. So that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you like this one? Did you think that I missed something really important about this character that you know about that I obviously didn't? Please let me know in the comments. If you have a character from the DC Universe that you would like me to talk about, please mention it in the comments, not comics, comments. As always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great day.